Bruh.
All week long.
Order in the court. We're in an empty cell, I believe, to start out today.
I thought maybe this was a changing room.
Oh,
and we
well.
were voyeurs. Welcome to voyage.
Well, you did hear the boat, the ode to the old boat that we don't hear so much, but
it's
What are
in
we
dry
making?
dock right now.
Making some crack, are we?
Oh,
Christmas
enjoy,
crack?
enjoy that. That sounds really good, by the way.
Yeah.
Not crack, Christmas crack.
All crack sounds good. What do you mean? Come on now. I heard it's fantastic.
There's a lot of people like it. I don't know. I can't say too much about it. This is we got a case jumping around courtroom to courtroom. Creed is in jail. Beautiful jail, by the way. Very clean, very well tiled.
Yeah. The grout is decent there. Fleshy just said soup. I'm all happy today. We're in a good mood. We went to Food Lion. Progresso soup, $1.50 a can.
Oh, baby. That's what they call a win.
I see I missed a good. I ended up mom and dad and I went to the game last night, the Hornets game this week. And so I guess I missed a very good chase last night.
It was something. Let's just leave it at that. It was a wild one. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Go back and watch it. It's something. It's definitely something.
Is today your birthday? Is that what you're hinting at, Dallas Alice? Is that
52? Say it ain't so. I know what I got for her for her birthday.
Cocaine.
You know what I got for you? Something?
Nothing?
At
least you're being honest about what you got her.
Hello, yoo-hoo. It's just spinning.
There you go. That happens. Around.
Every day. It's something new with this computer. Every day.
Every day.
I don't know.
There
will be a birthday in a month.
Oh, there it is.
That was quick. Hey, kind of wild. It is 2 times. Christy. All right. What do you got? Where are we jumping to? What you got?
Amarillo. This could end at any moment, by the way. I rolled it back so we could see some.
Let me back up. You have a higher charge just to make sure. I don't have all the
very crazy day
that, but I think the higher charge that you have was from a separate incident. It was not the same incident where you're charged from. This was on the one on Bluebell when you got a drug paraphernalia charge for having a pipe. Did you have a higher charge from that incident as well?
Oh, I do Tom Sobel on that one.
Okay, I'm sorry. What I'm asking you is, did you get arrested on that day?
From the family. We'll talk about that during We Got to Chase. A lot of information out there. So, yeah.
Okay, just a second.
A lot of very interesting stuff. I will say this, a GoFundMe was started and they had only set up the GoFundMe for $1.
I saw that.
And it was like $29,000 already. And that's great because those people are hardworking and they destroyed that poor guy's truck and all their equipment and everything else.
If I'm not mistaken, they were at an amusement park yesterday while that happened. The whole family. The one that had the refrigeration thing on the top. Is that
that's the other family. One. Yeah. The one we're talking about with the truck that he stole, the last vehicle he stole, they were hardworking landscapers. Crazy. Yeah, the one with the refrigeration thing on top. I was where there was like bodies in that thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a thing set up for them as well.
Oh yeah, crazy. Everybody was touched by that yesterday.
Yeah,
there's a lot of interviews to go over and stuff. And like I said, at the end of today's chase and stuff, we'll go over some of it and talk about it. But why is nobody mentioning that this is over?
They were because he was standing there staring. I don't know what's happening over here. This might be a lot. We might
need a felony trial.
Oh, is it? Is there anything interesting?
I mean, the judge is very relaxed, if that counts for anything.
It's not something that's just soon or, well, it was a pretty good story. Why not? Sounds about right. It has to be proven beyond and to the exclusion of all reasonable doubts.
Oh, they're just getting started, huh? Or at the end?
No contend, only just verdict.
One of the two.
Only verdict
Where
that goes with the evidence presented. This again, we have testimonial. We have countervailing equal testimonial evidence.
if we can't get too far into that,
No, we're done
I
with that.
do have the women of Knox County
That'd be
about
good.
to come up and talk a piece.
Yeah, let's do that. I was going to say, yeah. So not only the great chases yesterday, we also had 3 great court cases yesterday. It was kind of just one of those
What was your name,
random, rare
Julie
days.
Davis.
It was a
Great.
perfect storm,
Yeah.
and they all happened just as we were about to start streams every time.
Yeah. Very odd.
I did a 5-minute members only.
How did you
Davis,
start
you
the
have
members
two
only?
charges. Both of them are shoplifting under $1,000 in value. Both of them are A misdemeanors. I'm not asking whether you agree with the charges, but do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
Looks like there's a matter out of criminal court that's holding you in custody as well.
Shoplifter.
I don't know about that.
What you know about that, Credence? She don't know anything about nothing, nowhere, no how.
Looks, they've been capious. Anyway. I need to go over right.
Monte Monorail's out the door,
Creed. These charges. If you give up that right, anything you do
I like
say
the
may be
train
used
better.
against you in court. You
Oh,
have the right to
well,
have an
can't all be
attorney
winners.
represent you if you cannot afford one to represent you, and you have the right to have a preliminary hearing on these charges where a judge would listen to evidence and determine whether there is probable cause for the charges to be prosecuted. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Can you raise your right hand and do you swear or affirm the answers you gave on your affidavit are true?
That is correct.
Are you currently employed?
No.
Mwah.
How long have you
Shocker.
lived in Knoxville?
25 years.
Yeah, it does work, and we're gonna make that up on Saturday, I believe. I'll give you the time
That'll
as
work.
soon as I know it.
Later in the afternoon.
Yes.
There's a resemblance. Very quickly, Flagler Beach, Hurricane Nicole, I guess tropical storm now, but I've been watching that all morning.
Strap down your trampolines, guys.
Looks like you might have some tornadic activity this evening.
Well, that's
Outer Bay.
exciting to hear. Looking forward to that. Go
The
ahead.
bond on each charge is $500 with condition that you stay off all Walmart store property.
Oh no.
Yes, sir.
That would suck, though, seriously. Getting banned from Walmart.
Got to do all your shopping at overpriced Harris Teeter, possibly the Winn-Dixie.
2 stores I don't think probably 90% of people watching right now.
I mean, I know what I'm talking about.
Either. I want to shop at Piggly Wiggly.
She looks sad. I've
She
never seen
does.
somebody so sad in jail.
I'd love to see her before picture before she started with all the meth and
Come back
H.
for
You're
court.
not eligible to be ROR at this time
No.
Because
because you've
That's
had charges within the last 6 months.
You didn't space out your crimes enough.
And she tried it once, couldn't get it for
And
free.
it appears you
So
do
that's-
have a
that's-
number of bonds already on criminal court matters.
Oh, not good.
At least you got her nails did.
Too many cases for that OR, baby.
We don't
Is
want
this
to-
the same place that we see the men?
Oh, I
Or
don't
does
know.
it just look similar? Because it's
mean-
exactly the same.
Yeah. I'd imagine it's a different unit. I could be wrong, but it does look exactly the same. And it's the opposite side.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Looks like Attorney Les Jeffers had been representing you. He's no longer on our appointment list. I'm going to appoint Attorney Susan Shipley to represent you.
He quit because
Be
of you.
waiving the administrative fee. These cases will be set for this Monday, the 14th, in misdemeanor court. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Don't be shoplifting no more.
I love how he just jumps in and says, nah, that's not happening.
Okay, is that the only court date I have? Is this Monday the 14th?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hang on just a second.
Bigfoot, hallelujah.
You have well, there's a court date that's set out a ways in Division 3 in criminal court.
Bigfoot on the monetary
They
monorail.
might be scheduling something sooner than that, though, because that's in February. But I would imagine they'll be scheduling. That's
Wrong
a different
channel, I
jurisdiction,
think,
but I
Tag?
think they'll be scheduling something for you because it looks like you've
Believe.
got some matters holding you out of that court.
Can you tell me what those are, or should I?
That's
I got
not my
5 minutes into a chase yesterday on members only, so that was not here. Damn, she just wake up or she been in a fight?
Both.
I mean, she's a hottie though, right? Mike was bored today.
Ms. Brock, you have the following charges: shoplifting under $1,000, an A misdemeanor; simple possession, an A misdemeanor; possession of drug paraphernalia, A misdemeanor; criminal impersonation, a B misdemeanor; and fugitive from justice, that's an unclassified felony. That is a charge that relates to matters out of the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Yes.
I'm not asking whether you agree with these charges, but do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes.
We were going to talk
You
about a
go over your
stalker
rights,
guy.
you have the
Yeah,
right
we didn't
remain
get to do it.
silent. No one can force you to say anything about
Ah,
these matters.
okay.
You give up that right. Anything you do say may be used against you in court. You have the right to have an attorney represent you.
Been a
if you
long
cannot
day.
afford one.
Emily
I
got
can
into a little,
represent you. And you have the
bad,
right to have a
thing
preliminary hearing
last night on the way
with
home while I was at
evidence and
the
determine whether or
game
not
with
there's
mom and
probable
dad.
cause for the charges
Oh,
to be
no.
prosecuted. Specifically in regard to the fugitive from justice
Night.
warrant, you have the right to have what's called an extradition hearing. That's a hearing where the state of Tennessee
I love it when
that
you guys
have
give us money on your birthday. It is one of the
Kentucky is
best
seeking to
traditions
extradite.
around here on
So
this
the
channel.
only issue on that
Thank
charge is
you.
your identity, whether you're the same person they're looking for. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? And do you swear from the answers you gave on your affidavit are true?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently employed?
Of course.
No.
Oh,
Oh, speaking of backgrounds, I got one for you.
Is your
I gotta pull that up.
is your residence? It doesn't come across. It didn't print well. Is your residence in Kentucky?
Yes, it
Okay.
is. My sister was on comfort care for cancer. I don't even know if she's passed away yet. I don't know how to be able to use the phone or whatever here.
oh my
The
gosh.
medicine that they had on me, I had on me for the ride home.
Ms. Brock, those are things you need to discuss
know.
with your attorney, and I'm not your attorney.
Don't
Okay.
Don't
But
talk
no, I
about
do
it.
not live in Tennessee.
Okay.
You might want to be quiet about the stuff you had in your pocket.
Yeah, the drugs you just admitted to having on you. While I was perusing through some courts earlier, I came across this guy,
If you
and
don't mind me asking, what do Class A misdemeanors carry?
he was like that the entire
A
time.
misdemeanor, a class A
That's the
misdemeanor is
Shining
11 months
behind
and
him, by the way.
29 days
That's
or
what I thought.
less. It's under a year.
And then you don't pull that whole time, do you?
He can't tell you that.
You can't even take a cart outside of Ross. They got one of the big giant metal things. One of the most fun things to do while you're shopping there is watch people try to leave that don't realize there's a giant metal thing and it hits the door and it'll boom and the whole cart goes like
The
this.
bail on each of the 8 misdemeanors is $500. So your total, and you'll be ROR'd on the criminal impersonation. So your total bail is $1,500. However, no bail is going to be set on the fugitive from justice at this time. That will be addressed in court by the judge.
Can I sign my waiver of, so it would be 150, right, if at a bail bondsman?
Correct. But
So
you'd
can I
want to
sign-
wait. You'd want to wait until you will want to wait until there something is done with the fugitive from justice. Otherwise, you might be wasting money.
Thank you so much, Hag. And let's remember, Sweet Tea, not only is she a fugitive from law, she's a fugitive from love.
Your cases will be set this Monday, the 14th, in felony court.
What was a felony?
The fugitive from justice warrant.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
And that's when I'll sign my
That
waiver.
one.
That's when you'll want to discuss that with your attorney, but you will have that opportunity. Yes.
He had beautiful hair.
And I'm going to appoint the Knox County Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'll be waiving the administrative fee. And as I said, you'll be set in court this Monday, the 14th. Good luck.
Hooking her up, man.
Thank you. Did not think I did.
Do y'all keep hearing the Predator? I do.
Yeah, there's a weird, like, very weird one.
I don't know what that sound is.
I don't know.
Kind of frightening. Come on over here and let's talk. I feel like if this was the men's, they'd all be at the windows looking.
Oh my God, yes, every single one of them. Hands down the pants. That we call the other Dan's.
Hey, Gary. Gary!
Oh, got one wheel.
Wait a minute. Hell on wheels. Here she comes.
Could you stand up, please?
You may need to scoot back just a little bit so you can see you, so you're down a little lower.
All rise.
What is your name, ma'am?
Kathy Johnson.
Kathy Johnson.
Got to get it where you can get it, no matter what it is.
You say the Kathy won a sword one time too?
She loves to go to the smoke shop.
Hey now.
She's no fugitive from law, I'm sure.
They're missing her at the bingo hall. I'll tell you that much.
Owen!
Or if you do video court, it'll be
I gotta hear what she did. I mean, get your guesses in. I need to know now.
Yes, it's not a driving infraction. She ain't running from the law like you said.
Trespassing?
She thieving things? Maybe. I mean,
Nobody would suspect the lady in the wheelchair. You're right.
Miss Johnson,
Yes.
you've been served with a violation of probation from at 137-7400, which was a violation of sex offender registration charge. And
Whoa!
didn't see that one coming.
I was not ready. Holy mackerel. What?
I bet nobody got that right. Yeah.
I could have sat here all day guessing.
Yeah.
Guessing.
And none of us. I don't think any of us were really even
I mean,
that.
yeah, they hit us with that. And I was just blown away. Wow.
I mean, not that I usually want to pry into those allegations, or I guess things that she's been charged with actually, but I'd love to actually hear this.
Not only is she doing it, but now she's over here violating. The violator has become a violator.
I wasn't ready for that one.
Wow.
Wasn't ready for that one. Finish this up. I'm actually gonna. I can't. We got a crier over here.
Oh,
but this one's really good. Just keep going.
the judge has ordered that you be held without bond, at least initially, on the violation. I'm not asking whether you agree with the charge, but do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yeah, I have no bond.
Okay. Not this time. I need to go over your rights. You have the right to remain silent. No one can force you to say anything about this matter. If you give up that right, anything you do say may be used against you in court. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford one, I can appoint one to represent you. And you have the right to have a hearing on this matter where the state of Tennessee would have to show by sufficient evidence that you are, in fact, in violation of the terms of your probation.
Please do.
You understand those rights?
Yeah, I was just, can I say something?
Yes.
Please don't right now. Can you raise your right hand if you can, and do you swear affirm the answers you gave on this affidavit are true?
Yes.
Thank you.
Do you have a job?
I don't know if I filled it out right. I've never filled out one before.
Okay. Well, it's likely that you have, because the public defender's office was already counsel of record. That public defender's office will remain your attorney. I'm waiving the administrative fee, and this will be set for this Monday, the 14th, in felony court. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
I like that she had. Oh, I've never filled out one of those. She's a liar, Creed. She's a liar. She has filled out one of those. Predator's back.
Ms. Pollard.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the following charges: criminal impersonation, a B misdemeanor; possession with intent to sell methamphetamine, a B felony; possession with intent to sell a Schedule I controlled substance, B felony; possession with intent to sell a Schedule VI controlled substance, and E felony. I'm not asking whether you agree with the charges, but you understand what you've been charged with.
Yeah.
You need to go over your rights as well. You have the right to remain silent. No one can force you to say anything about these matters. If you give up that right, anything you do say may be used against you in court. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford one, I can appoint one to represent you. And you have the right to have a preliminary hearing on these charges where a judge would listen to evidence and determine whether there's probable cause for the charges to be prosecuted. Do you understand those rights?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand for me, please? And do you swear affirm the answers you gave on your affidavit are true?
Yeah.
Thank you. Are you currently employed?
No.
And how long have you lived in Knoxville?
27 years.
4 for 4 on unemployment today. There may be a crisis in our nation.
Maybe.
I could have swore I've given this girl $1 before somewhere. Yeah, they're just messing around, getting in trouble.
Much quieter over at the women's unit. So
It really is.
It is separate.
You're going to be ROR'd on the B misdemeanor, criminal impersonation. Your bail on the methamphetamine charge is going to be $10,000. On the Schedule I charge, $7,500. On the E felony charge, $2,500. So your total bond, if my math is correct, is $20,000. Cases will be set for this Monday, the 14th, in felony court for a bond hearing. So the judge will reconsider your bond at that time. If you're able to bond out before then, they'll give you a new court date that'll be out of ways.
Okay.
Yeah, hang on one second. I'll
20
make sure you have an
biggins.
attorney.
She had to, other than lady didn't have no bond, she had the highest one.
We can't click anything out of here, but if you can, Griggsy, are you on our Discord? No chance. They do. You're right. There doesn't seem to be. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody like moving back there. They all look like shadows. It almost looks like a fake movie set.
Yeah.
Yeah, we either post it there or post a link at least. I'll look at it later. I'm interested. I'm gonna look at it.
Wow, he's really taking his time with her.
Well, I'm with you guys. I don't think I've ever heard of a Schedule 6.
Some special stuff there.
The attorney that was previously representing you is no longer on our appointment list. I'm going to appoint attorney Julia Trent to represent you.
I thought you were going to say something else. I'm going to appoint a what?
As I said, your cases will be set initially for this Monday in felony court for a bond hearing. Good luck to you.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks. And watch out for the predator.
Here's the wreck yard door.
And when I say the predator, I mean the lady in the wheelchair. I think that might be it over here, Creed.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but my entire computer is just doing this not responding shit.
Oh, wow.
So I can't even pull anything up. Although I did have
my kids do that sometimes. I'll text them and
It's-
they're not responding.
I don't know what is up with this thing right now.
Sorry.
Well, let's go over to Cowlitz real quick. Pull something. Nope, that's gonna pull that up. Okay, cool.
Well, I'll just throw something. Oh, yeah, there you go. You're into business.
Trial for December 1st.
For what?
Nice ear,
At
Richard.
10 a.m.
Dick Green, everybody.
10?
10 a.m. in person in courtroom number 6.
Oh, that sounds like a setup. What? Is everybody going or just me?
There's multiple people that will be here. We do not set people up.
Oh, no, I know. I'm just saying what it sounds like. But okay.
In person.
I'll
I
look
hear
for
you.
it, Bob. Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Probation violation and in the Discord, Grigsby
Let's take
dropped it
the
in the general chat.
Katzenberger matter next.
The rest of the story, as they say.
I like that the lady was like, "Is this a trap? I'm not coming."
Ms. Campbell.
Your Honor, we can go ahead and leave dates set. Mr. Katzenberger has an appointment with Mr. Balabon on the 18th at 10 a.m.
Mr. Bail Bond?
So, sir, your next hearing date is January 5th at 9 a.m.
January 5th at 9 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Sounds great. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
This sounds like a shout out.
Next matter we will take is Brandy Bruce.
Brandy Bruce is very black right now.
Might be dark where she's out.
Brandy Bruce.
Yes, sorry.
It's okay, Ms. Campbell.
Your Honor, we're asking for a continued pretrial on this case, advising Ms. Bruce she needs to call the office, set up an appointment with Mr. Balabon.
So, Ms.
Mr.
Bruce, we're holding
Volvo.
a continued pretrial to December 6th at 10 a.m. in person in courtroom number 6.
Do you think that Dick Green's volume is just on low, or he
Any
just is hard of
questions about
hearing?
that, Ms. Bruce?
It looks like she lost.
I
her
like things a
audio.
little bit of both, Creed.
We'll come back to her.
Figure it out.
Speaking of Discord, all the way down at the bottom is the
All right,
NFT claim.
next matter I have.
I got to change that
is
to MFT. I like that.
Johanna Van Hooser.
Are we making up names now? Johanna Bamboozer?
This is
Yes,
fake
I'm here.
court.
Thank you, Ms. Campbell.
Is Steve having a mental breakdown? He keeps
Your
pulling
Honor,
on
it
his
looks
hair.
like we're going to need a reset of dates. I believe she
I think
has a
he's just doing
readiness
coke.
hearing on the 17th of this month and a jury trial on the 5th. She has an appointment scheduled with us, but it is not until November 29th.
Any objection from the city?
No objection.
All right, strike the current dates. We'll set 3 new dates.
High
For
energy court.
Pre-trial, December 8th, 10 a.m. Readiness hearing.
I know what it
February
is.
2nd.
Steve's
9
actually
a.m.
doing what that guy was doing the other day, looking at her breasts. He likes ears.
Mm,
He's an ear
and
man.
Jury
So you
trial,
just finished.
February 13th.
poor
at
Steve
9 a.m.
over here.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say. So first person
Ms.
to
Campbell, is there any questions,
anybody
ma'am?
that's new here.
No, sir.
With any of those, you
Thank
can
you.
screenshot it. First person to put it on Discord under the NFT claim, ownership claim, something like that,
Messaging
all the way
Ms.
down to the
Bruce.
bottom.
Thank you.
You own it.
All right,
It's yours.
next matter will be the Hartzog matter.
What do you got pulled up? We're just scheduling stuff over here.
We're here for some first appearances with the Finkster.
Nice. I'm going to restart very quickly, and I will
Sounds good.
BRB in just a moment.
All right. I'm not going to order any drug testing on this case. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
No
I
drugging.
think that just makes things too complicated for you.
Yeah, 'cause they gave me 11 less than they did. I'm home confinement on tested there with all my 7 kids. So,
Huh?
Okay.
My
Drug
kids.
testing on, I'm
He
going
was
to put
just
this in the file.
recreating
Drug,
that scene
drug
in
testing on
Airplane.
parole and home confinement.
It led me to the bone. I dig his jive.
Drug testing and home confinement. yeah, conditions of parole.
Gotta get back to them 7 kids.
Okay.
Yana.
Just so that everybody knows that that's why I'm not ordering that. And, okay, so I'm of course still ordering you not to use drugs or alcohol.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
No purchase or possession of firearms, weapons, or ammunition. Do not leave the state of Michigan
He's got
without
that
permission of the
blue
court. No criminal
vest
behavior.
on.
Yes, ma'am.
And your probable cause conference will be on Thursday, November 17th, approximately 9 a.m. over Zoom.
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions, Mr. Wixett?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, good luck to you, sir. You're all set with me. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you next time.
Yep.
I love her mask.
All right, that's it. Enjoy your long weekend, friends.
Are you serious?
I have a quick questions about Vaughters.
YouTube,
Take your time
please.
with your
Yes, go ahead.
So when I met with him this morning,
Go on. And just in classic fashion, things end here, but that's all right. We're going to jump. Might as well jump, I guess, right? Jump out of here. We're going to let that spin a second. Stop sharing that. By the way, take a second. Like, subscribe, please. We'd appreciate it. Going now to Cedric Simpson's, where I don't believe they're doing anything whatsoever. Creed, what have you got? Nothing? Okay. Well, that works. Creed, are you on the porch? Are you really taking a weather and traffic moment? While we're looking around, let's drink in Michael Vincent, attorney at law, back at it, practicing law again. Good to see him still alive. If you don't remember the time he came back and Cedric was so happy he was still alive, it was like a reunion. All right. We're going to jump to, looks like not YOLO, nothing's happening. Oh boy, could this be any more fun right now? Oh boy. What a chase yesterday, am I right? What a chase. Is it a long weekend? Really? Is there a holiday coming up? Is that why Judge Fink said she wasn't going to be back for a while? Till next week? All right. Let's see here. All right. This is one of those situations where I am batting 0 right now. Let's talk amongst yourself in the chat. The topic of today is transcendental meditation. This is the best court day ever. All right, Creed? That's right, Mikey. Yay. Unity. All right, we're jumping to Licking County. Whew, that was a close one. Judge Grandpa on the stand. Stansberry's not there. George isn't there. The old man of the sea is. Let's see what he's got to say. He's doing some scripting. Got some people in the courtroom. Whoa, did he just bust the ass? Judge Gassy.
D2 CRB 1722, right there at the table, please.
Good to see everybody.
All right.
Guarantee you.
Mr. Grace, you're here with counsel. Enter your appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Kristen Bryant, 00801997 on behalf of Italian Grace.
Okay. He's charged with 2 count, well, with
I didn't know that.
2 counts of
I have to work.
telephone communication, telephone harassment, and then violation of a protection order. Both are first-degree misdemeanors.
Don't be front porch
And
quarterbacking
what
me.
plea would he like to make to these two charges?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Court was just like, oof, atrocious.
I won't need to ask him if he needs an appointment of an attorney since he's already hired me, right? Now, would you like to speak to bond?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Grace is employed. He just started a new job this past week, I believe.
Congratulations.
This past week, he was leaving to come here and cut his hand on his way out the door. So we apologize for him being tardy. But he has limited financial means, so we would request a recognizance bond, Your Honor.
He cut his hand, so he was late to court? Really?
All right, now, there's already a protection order. Okay?
He wasn't committing a crime when he cut his hand, was
Which
he?
means that he's to stay away from the victim, isn't it? And what would you like to say to that? Counsel, I don't want him to say anything.
He'll be staying away from her. He won't have contact with her.
They do not live together, I
They
assume.
do not live together. They
Monkey,
do have
good
a
to see you,
child.
buddy.
Okay.
I like that.
That'd be a
we have a-
10,000 ROR. No contact with the victim. That's either by personal or telephone or any other imaginable thing. You understand that?
Don't be sending in those wiring her monies, grams, none of those. None of that fancy intranet stuff.
Be the same bond, 10,000 ROR on both counts. Both stay away,
Doug's dog died.
no contact. All right, that's all.
Thank you, Judge.
He's up in.
Welcome
Yeah.
over here to the door.
None of that Pony Express. No Morse code, like the kids do these days. Smoke signals,
Thank you.
carrier pigeons, none of them, Creed. No ways, no how.
Thing was running all crappy because it needed updates, but at least it was quick. So
Baker? What's your first name? Ederina. Okay.
Judge not good with names.
good thing you didn't see my comment when
charged,
you were. I wanted to
with,
find something because
misdemeanor
she's already done there.
furnishing
Rolled up.
or sale to a minor of alcohol.
No.
And this had to be at an establishment, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Where
Are
were
you
you?
glad you made it
What
through,
plea-
Nicole? Sorry, Mike.
Oh no, you're fine.
Not guilty. Are you gonna seek an attorney or are you gonna hire your own?
I'm gonna see.
Okay.
Thank you.
Selling alcohol to minors, not a good idea.
What's the cut hand thing? Is that an excuse for not coming to court? Is that what they were
That's
saying?
why he was late to court. He had a cut. He cut his hand on the way out.
Looks
Who among us hasn't done
like,
that?
Someone set an OR bond on this, okay? And
Hi, Mary.
I'll honor that,
Mary.
okay?
Yes, sir.
And I don't need to tell you that you've got to be careful in your
What's
business.
that mean? That threat?
I'm sure you are.
No need to tell you. You gotta be
Okay,
careful.
thank you. Now, make sure you fill out a financial affidavit. You got it right there. And we'll get an attorney appointed for you, okay?
You think she worked at a gas station and sold alcohol, or worked at a bar and sold alcohol?
God, they didn't say, did they?
Chris Goins,
Come with me.
Hello, Chris.
is that right?
That's me, he says.
Okay.
Hey, Jim.
Jim, how's it going, buddy?
It appears that you have in case number 22 CRB 1699, got 4 charges, one.
Unregistered Rottweiler.
Okay, it's 4. 2, 4.
He's getting the math going.
And 4 out of 4 failure to license a dog.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other one is
Nailed it.
what? Different dogs, I think, right? And then
Unreal.
number 3 is
Unregistered
failing
fighting
to
dogs.
confine a dog. All right. What is your plea to that?
No contest.
Okay. Well, you understand that if you plead no contest on all of these charges or just one? You got to plead on all of them.
That's on all of them.
Huh?
That's on all of them.
You want to do no contest on all of them?
Yeah, the dogs are licensed.
Huh?
The dogs are licensed.
I
Now.
can't hear you.
Well, then you don't want to plead no contest. You want to plead not guilty and come back to court. They're minor misdemeanors and show that you got everything done or it had been done. They'll throw it out.
Not guilty.
Okay, that's what I thought you wanted. And it'd be
I
an
thought
ROR
so.
bond on all 4 of them. That's a recognizance bond. You're not entitled to an attorney, so.
I like that he's like talked him out of it. Look, let me give you some advice. Free legal advice. I like the face he made. You want to do a no contest on all of them? I mean, if he's registered them now, I guess it's probably like a car. You bring in the thing, say they were registered now, and they'll throw it out.
Yeah, that.
But if you let one get loose, I mean, how can you fight that? But my dog.
While we got a second, the wheelchair lady, and thanks to Griggsy for putting that up. I read it while the computer was restarting. She knew about some abuse happening against their adopted daughter. The father.
So you'll be released on your own.
Didn't do anything about
recognizance, and you can come back and bring all your records with you, okay?
So the father had a little
Good luck to you.
relationship with her and
Thank you.
lady in the wheelchair.
Yep, you're gonna come with me, okay?
She was complacent.
Yeah. Well, that's that there. Let me pull
What you
this
got?
up. It might be something interesting happening here in Thurston, just seeing the way that why is that? I'm not even sharing the screen yet. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was
But
like,
we had such an amazing day yesterday that this is how today is just
today's gonna be just like this.
it is what it is.
You get 15 more minutes of this good stuff. That's Charles Manson making an appearance.
Yeah.
Trace Dick Kong.
Yeah, that stuff. And I understand now you're also having to care for your stepmom,
Right. Yeah. Which are,
like you didn't have enough to do.
I know. I know. And it's not like the care part is really good, but then you have to
Right.
deal with real people behind the care part. You have to deal with, their aches and pains and issues and sadnesses and anger. And so it's like,
Oh, I didn't
that's
get that
never
far
good.
into the article, Griggs. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. My sister's
Yeah.
gonna come today though,
Oh.
so I can get with her a little bit.
That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, that's enough there.
Yeah,
Jesus
because,
Christ.
in that equation, we talked about this, I think probably every time since you let us know you're having to help there is don't forget yourself.
Frank?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be able to handle all those different
No.
needs that they have if you can't handle your own needs.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's a
I've been paying
gummer,
very
huh?
close attention to that.
Is he gonna
Trying
let
to
her know
avoid,
he's willing to help her with her
to
needs
similar
next,
to you, I
or
used to
what?
go in the other room and shut the door and be alone, That in and of itself is a long time.
I'd be happy
care time.
to show you the ropes.
really important. And, you know, you shouldn't feel selfish in doing that, because caring for yourself is going to benefit them as well. So give your permission to do that. Give yourself permission to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Peter?
Sounds like he took care of a few old people.
Hi, Peter.
It's good to see you.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
Is this a
So I just wanted to say that
drug and alcohol thing where they like, hey, you did a great job, you finished?
Either that or it's a support group for taking care of old folks.
going, you know what I mean? It can just be, oh, I'm just doing what I have to, you know, I'm just rolling with the punches. But I just want you to know that we all see that strength that you're showing.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, we've fallen on this stuff before. What you got?
It's 313.
Hey,
I'll put it
Simpson's
in.
back.
I believe I have your phone number.
Yeah,
I'll text it to you or give you a call right after our hearing. Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Mr. Torres. Court does call the case. People say to Michigan versus Jocelyn Ledbetter.
Ashley Lonnie for the people.
We're just quitting out for today.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Mike
I was like,
Simpson on behalf of Jocelyn Ledbetter. She appears in my conference room with her father.
Ledbetter.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
David, what?
Jocelyn Ledbetter.
Hang on, we gotta go back to Lansing. They went back live, so they're just wheeling them out. I don't know what happened.
Thank you.
They cut the feed and came back.
Smaller Miller, please.
Maybe Wheels needed to be off the record.
Yeah, maybe it was a vampire ordeal. But very well dressed for being in jail, no?
They are. Who knew they had Nike gear
Oh.
for their prisoners?
He's from Spied Life. He's
Joseph
got,
James
Adidas
Smaller
on.
Miller.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, excuse me. I have to do my hair, ma'am.
Okay,
Wait a
can
minute.
we just scoot up a little bit, sir, towards the table? Thank you. And Ms. Sutter, your appearance, please.
Good afternoon. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter appearing today on behalf of Mr. Smaller Miller for today's arraignment.
Has she got big black glasses or big black eyebrows?
This is file 22-00381FY. This is a complaint alleging on or about December 10th of 2021 at Jolly and Dunkel Road, City of Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan. Count 1 alleges that you did carry a dangerous weapon, to wit, a pistol, whether concealed or otherwise in a vehicle
Pew, pew.
operated or occupied by said defendant, to wit, a Mercury Mariner. Contrary to law, sir, that is a felony with a maximum 5 years or $2,500. Do you understand the charge and the maximum penalty, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And did you read the?
Yeah, the
advice
black on the
that
top
was
of her.
provided
Yeah.
today?
Oh, when she goes like,
Yes, ma'am.
it looks like all one just giant eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not a good look,
Good.
by the
Is
way.
he applying for an attorney today, Ms. Sutter?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. So with that, we have 2 hearings set for you, sir. Since this is a felony, you have a probable cause conference scheduled for Friday, November 18th.
We can go to SED, Mikey.
At
Keep them
9
all. We've been there.
We're going to jump. We're going somewhere else. Stay with us for a second.
Set for Wednesday, November 23rd at 9:30 a.m. Both are with Judge Michael Anthony Flores on the 6th floor.
My
of-
favorite bass player ever for
You
Van
have the
Halen.
notice, and you should have some Zoom instructions. You have them both?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the Zoom instructions are for the probable cause conference, but the preliminary exam, you must appear in person. And if you don't have access to Zoom, then you're going to have to appear in person for both hearings. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, is there anything I've told you that you do not understand?
We are
No, ma'am.
farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Well,
Barbara
let me tell
Chad.
You also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can be used.
Yeah, those
against
guys have fun in this
and
room.
You always have the right to have a lawyer.
Cutting up,
At any time you are.
having a good old time.
And they cut it again.
Just in time, right?
Weighted the
All right.
evidence that the defendant Douglas J. Wiedemann violated the plaintiff Troy E. Holtry's right to privacy by publicizing false information that placed the plaintiff Troy Holtry in a false light before the public.
What?
That is answered no and is signed by 8 members of the jury.
It's a
And
jury
auditory
trial
number
of a
11.
guy looking bad in public?
If you answered yes to interrogatories 1, 2, and 3, then state the amount of damages to which plaintiff Troy Holtree is entitled based upon Douglas J. Wiedemann's statements to Lisa Babb. That actual injury amount is
You can get in trouble for making disparaging
zero.
remarks.
And that is signed by 6
Who
members
knew?
of the jury. Interrogatory number 12. If you answered yes to interrogatories number 4, 5, and or 6, please state the amount of damages to which plaintiff
Couple
Troy
million worth
Holtree
now.
is entitled.
Yeah, I would think
based
so.
upon defendant Douglas J. Wiedemann's statements to Zach Johnson, and that actual injury amount is 0, signed by 8 members of the jury.
All right, 0. Put that in the bank.
Interrogatory number 13. If you answered yes to interrogatories number 7, 8, or 9, then please state the amount of damages to which plaintiff Troy E. Holtree is entitled based
Did the
upon
judge's monitor
defendant
break?
Douglas J. Wiedemann's statements to Seth Dalaboa.
Just lay him
That
there.
is actual injury amount is noted as 0. That is signed by 8 members of the jury.
0.
Jury interrogatory number 14. If you answered yes to interrogatories number 1, 2, and or 3,
Did you ever hear
please
that word?
state the amount of damages to which plaintiff Troy E. Holtree is
The way he's
entitled
saying it, it's kind
based
of
upon
scary. I
defendant
don't know what he's about
Douglas
to
J.
say.
Wiedemann's statements to Lisa Babb. That injury to plaintiff's reputation, including exposure to public hatred, contempt, ridicule, shame, and disgrace, is noted as 0.
I'm gonna start
Loss of
suing
business
anybody
or
comes in here and
professional
says stuff
income,
bad about
0.
us.
I don't think they're doing
Anguish,
so well,
pain,
though.
and suffering, loss of
They're made as
society,
much money as we have
companionship, and
today.
friendship, 0. Other, 0. That is signed by 6 members of the jury.
0.
Interrogatory number 15.
Cooper!
If you answered yes to interrogatory number 4, 5, or 6, then please state the amount of damages to which the plaintiff Troy E. Holtree is entitled based upon Douglas J. Wiedemann's statements to Zach Johnson. Injury to plaintiff's reputation, including exposure to hatred, contempt, ridicule, shame, and disgrace, 0. Loss of business or professional income, 0. Mental anguish, pain, and suffering, loss of society, companionship, and friendship, 0. That is signed by 8 members of the jury.
It's embarrassing.
Interrogatory number 16.
And you see this huge legal team he
Injury to
has?
Plaintiff's reputation, including exposure to public hatred, contempt, ridicule, shame, and disgrace, 0. Loss of business or public income, 0. Mental anguish, pain, and suffering, loss of society, companionship, and friendship, 0. Other, 0. Signed by 8 members of the jury.
Yeah, he's got like 4 lawyers sitting there.
Interrogatory 17.
Must be somebody with a little clout.
Interrogatory number
A little
10.
bit.
So that's not signed or completed.
Because they did say something about fame.
Interrogatory,
And,
Yeah. Well, you defame somebody.
or the
I
verdict
mean, they
form
have defame.
reads as follows.
Somebody
We, the
just
jury, being duly
stumbled
impaneled
upon it,
and
Griggs. I'm not
sworn,
sure.
find in favor of the plaintiff Troy Holtree and do assess and
We're in
determine
Warren
the
County.
damages owing to him from the defendant Douglas J. Wiedemann as follows.
Douglas J. Wiedemann sounds like he has money.
Of 0. That is signed by 6 members of the jury.
Mikey T. Legend.
Okay.
Whitman? Donald J. Whitman? Is that what he
Well,
said?
There's more
Yeah.
work to do in this case. Your lunch is here. We're going to excuse you to go
Your
back
lunch is here.
and have lunch. I'll speak with the attorneys and how to address this verdict, and we'll proceed further.
Oh, baby.
Can somebody keep an eye on this, please? Because
They still got to go back and determine some more amounts, I'm guessing.
you just said I got to ask about happy birthday, Dallas House.
Happy birthday.
He just went back and said that after once, like, he's got to go talk to somebody about the verdict because I guess he doesn't know what to do here.
Okay,
I
there's
mean-
a verdict for the plaintiff, and it's not going to stand as is. So We need to go, I need to see counsel in chambers.
Wow.
Are we? Is there a rewind function? I guess it's a long one though, so we really don't want
It
to.
must have been. I mean, they bought him lunch. I mean,
damn.
He says the decision isn't going to stand. It's the way it is. They're going to have to rechange everything, I guess. Because they said only 6 jurors agreed to one thing, and then 8 to another.
What a mess.
Yeah, if you're wondering where we're at, by the way, this is Warren County Common Pleas, Courtroom 2. I'll get the link and drop it.
Yeah, drop the link in there. If I knew that it wasn't going to take too long, I'd say stay. Oh, you can.
I mean,
bounce
look,
around a little bit.
an hour and a half ago, it was dark as hell.
No,
in
it
here.
was?
Oh, no, that was 9 hours ago. Excuse me.
Oh.
We gotta get the lights on in this
Nope.
place. And they're just lounging here.
All right. It came in there.
Yep. Boys Club.
I'm not doing anything.
Just lounging around. I guess they were waiting for the jury to come back. You know? I mean, that's all it is. They're just them hanging out.
Working.
Waiting. So.
Oh, wait. Let's see what he says when he comes in. Catch it like from the beginning of this. Well, I guess they were waiting for the deliberations that would take place today.
Hours and hours they were sitting there. We got here as he was reading the results of the jury coming back.
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
Hey, keep it up. I like your style.
I mean, that's pretty bold of him to stand there and say, this is obviously not going to be
Yeah,
what it is. We need to go talk about it.
He's pulling everybody into chambers.
That's what I thought, is those were the jury results that he was. So I was thinking that it sounds like he's flipping through the pages right now, but I'm wondering if he says anything before. But I'm interested. Some of the wording may be just blanket wording for the charges.
At first, I thought one of these guys over here was our plaintiff. I'm sure one of them is. I don't know if this guy's the defendant at the end. All by himself is lonesome.
I'm wondering if he has any clout, or if he's like, you know what I mean? Like it kind of sounded that way a little bit, like he's in the public eye.
Which I answered. Did you all read that answer? Okay.
I missed that.
That's a lot of paper.
These verdicts are regarding case number 20CV93503, Troy Holtree, plaintiff versus Doug Wiedemann, defendant. Jury interrogatory number 1. Do you find by the greater weight of the evidence that the defendant, Douglas J. Wiedemann, made statements to Lisa Babb that were about the plaintiff, Troy Holtree, were false and were published to one or more persons other than plaintiff Troy Holtree? That question is answered yes. It is signed by 6 members of the jury. Okay, good. Looks like you've all signed these in the same order.
It boils down to them making disparaging remarks.
6 people.
Damn.
Not okay. Well, we do have 6 on that. Jury interrogatory number 2. Do you find by clear and convincing evidence that the defendant, Douglas J. Wiedemann, acted negligently in making the statements to Lisa Babb? That is answered yes, and it is signed by 6 members of the jury.
So there has to
number
be
3.
damages.
Do you
If you
find
find him guilty,
by
you gotta have
clear
some
and
sort of
convincing
damages.
evidence that the defendant, Douglas J. Wiedemann, acted with actual malice in making the statements to Lisa Babb? That interrogatory is answered no, and it's signed by 7 members of the jury.
Okay, there
Do
you go.
you find by interrogatory number 4, do you find by the greater weight of the evidence that the defendant, Douglas J. Wiedemann, made statements to Zach Johnson that
Pause
were
that real quick.
about the
Golf and Guns
plaintiff,
found something.
Troy
Troy Holtree,
were false and were
a former Springboro High School boys basketball coach, has sued a local man he claims spread misinformation to cost Holtree another chance at the coaching job. Okay.
I wonder. I would love to know what he said.
I would love to see this.
It can't be. It has to be beyond. He's a terrible coach.
I'm wondering if it exists, like if it's only a couple of hours that actually sit and watch this. It's pretty interesting, especially since you find out it's 0.0 at the end. I mean, it's, you know.
I mean, they got to give him at least $1.
Damn.
Published to one or more persons other than the plaintiff, Troy Holtree. That interrogatory is answered yes and is signed by 6 members of the jury. Interrogatory number 5. Do you find by clear and convincing evidence that the defendant, Douglas J. Wiedemann, acted negligently in making the statements to Zach Johnson? That interrogatory is answered yes and is signed by 6
Is it
members
going
of
to
the
go person
jury.
by person that he talked to?
Interrogatory number 6. Do you find by clear and convincing evidence that the defendant, Douglas J. Wiedemann, acted with actual malice in making the statements to Zach Johnson? That interrogatory is answered no and is signed by 6 members of the jury.
School board.
I actually got the pause it one more real quick, read through this a little bit. Pretty interesting. Oh, actually, I can pull it up here. Let me see. There it is, for the Dayton Daily News. It was saying the suit claims that earlier this year, the school board created a committee to provide a recommendation on who to hire the next varsity boys head basketball coach. The complaint claims he sought the job, but was not hired because of the existence of the false information being publicized. And oh my God, this is crazy. It claims Wiedemann
misappropriated funds. It looks like he's claiming.
A member of the school board and others that Holtree was a criminal for stealing and or misappropriating money while serving as a coach and athletic director. Hot damn.
He's suing him for $25,000 or more in damages and legal fees.
Denies he made any statements,
which we know no one believed that because apparently he went around telling everybody this.
It was filed on August 5th. Case is set for trial in November of 2021. Here we are in November of 22.
Yeah, a little bit of a setback there. So it all boils down to hey, you asshole, you made sure I couldn't get the job.
Interrogatory number 7. Do you find by the greater weight of the evidence that the defendant, Douglas J. Wiedemann, made statements to Seth?
What do you think they got him for lunch?
That were about the plaintiff, Troy Holtree, were false and were published to one or more persons other than plaintiff Troy Holtree. That interrogatory is answered yes and is signed by 6 members of the jury. Interrogatory number 8. Do you find by clear and convincing evidence that Douglas J. Wiedemann acted negligently in making the statements to Seth DeLibio? That is answered yes and signed by 6 members of the jury.
Yeah, they're going person by person.
Number 9. Do you find by clear and convincing evidence that the defendant, Douglas J. Wiedemann, acted with actual malice in making statements to Seth Dalibova? That is answered no and assigned by 7 members of the jury. Interrogatory number 10.
Bump
You
it
find by the greater weight
back,
of
Griggs. Yeah, I think so. You
evidence
just
that the
dismiss the
defendant
case. I
Douglas
gotta
J.
see.
Wiedemann
I want to see
violated
that play.
Go
I
back
mean,
to-
bump it back. I mean, back to
right
see
privacy
if
by
he's live.
publicizing
or-
false information that placed the plaintiff Troy.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean bump it back, but
There ain't nobody there.
all right. So back it up a little bit. I think he came back in, and yeah, there you go.
Or 3, please state the amount of damages to which plaintiff Troy E. Holtree is entitled based upon defendant Douglas J. Wiedemann's statements to Lisa Babb.
All right, Straggle Monkey.
And injury to plaintiff's reputation, including exposure to public hatred, contempt, ridicule, shame, and disgrace, is noted as 0. Loss of business or professional.
Chris, thank you. Hallelujah.
Pain and suffering, loss of society, companionship, and friendship, 0. Other, 0. That is signed by 6 members of the jury. Interrogatory number 15. If you answered yes to interrogatories number 4, 5, and or 6,
15.
state the amount of damages to which the plaintiff Troy E. Holtree is entitled.
Did you?
Based upon Douglas J. Wiedemann's statement.
I don't think he'd come back in. Because if you look,
plaintiff's reputation,
like,
including exposure to hatred, contempt, ridicule.
we leave and they never came back in.
Okay, maybe they're eating lunch.
See, they're leaving, going to lunch.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, that was a crazy one. But we ain't got all day.
We can't sit here with our thumbs up our butts.
That would have been an interesting one to watch, though. Especially when you come back with all 0.0. That's absolutely crazy.
I mean, they got to come back with a dollar amount of something.
Yeah, that
So,
makes sense. You guys fighting for the caboose. I love that. Thank you, Flusha. Real quick before we say goodbye, I want to say please come back 405 East. We're doing a Wild Worman Thursday, right?
yeah, we're going to make up for yesterday by showing the work we did. So there'll be no new work done today. No, sir.
Meaning no Thirsty Thursday.
Not any, but don't worry. Tomorrow will still be Florida Friday, and I guarantee there'll be at least one drunk person in Florida.
Since Florida didn't get hit too bad from Hurricane Nicole, we're getting ready.
Oh yeah, they're fine. They're fine.
Oh, could you imagine? That would be.
You getting sued for running your mouth.
That's crazy. And last but not least, birthday girl, Dallas Alice. No matter who donates past that, she's still going to be on a caboose.
She's going to be the caboose, yeah.
Guys, we appreciate it a ton. Thank you for all the comments, the likes, and hello to all the new subs. Make sure to click the bell notification so you know when we go live. If we have a crazy day like yesterday.
Yeah. Over on We Gotta Chase channel, 600 new subscribers in the last 28 days.
Keaton, it would have been very loud. I was very busy at the Hornets game last night, so that wouldn't have done us any good.
Nah.
But like Bishop or Knox jumping on with a phone. Doesn't work.
Driving down the road, honking people.
Bigfoot, Chris, Dallas, Alice, again, happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Hag, Cooper, Dallas, Alice, again, happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Flusha, Dallas times 3.
Happy birthday!
Chris, Flusha times 2. And Dallas is thanks for that music.
Fourth time the charm. Fourth time's the charm. Make sure you like this video if you haven't done so already. Go back and watch some of our old episodes because it means the world to us. It helps us out. Like an old video, comment an old video, and we'll be back here in about a little less than 2 hours.
Yeah, have a great memories, Keith. You know that.
Birthday's tomorrow. We were just talking about that. Until the next one, guys. Who loves you, baby? Oh.